everybody, how you guys doing? It's your boy Rob from RGD Entertainment, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Never Give Up. Today's subject in this episode is going to be about family, on how you should never give up on family. Yeah, that might be a little loaded. Then you're like, why is this the subject of the episode? Because never giving up on families is basically universal. I'm gonna make it be about siblings, mom, dad, uncle, aunt, grandma, and grandpa. I got cousins, and this lamp right by me is a little loose, which is scaring me a bit, but let's not get into that. But I'll get into all of that in just un momento. Before we get started, make sure you guys like the comment down, then subscribe, then share this episode. Share this episode if anyone is having family issues that are getting stressful and you're getting a little anxiety or a lot of anxiety. Don't make it be either one. But holy crap. Let's get started in today's episode where we should never give up on family. Now let's see. Which family members should we begin on? How about mom and dad? Yeah, when you're growing up, you have no idea what the hell you're doing. So your mom and dad have to be up your behind a little bit to basically show you the ropes on how to behave in school, in the house, that in public, then so on and so forth. But as you're growing up, you begin to get I don't want to say a little vindictive on how your mom and dad treat you, when you were 5 and you had a really close relationship with your mom, now that you're heading into the junior high years, you don't want to hang out with mom. You want to hang out with your boys or hang out with your girlfriends. Boys and girls, sons and daughters, go hand in hand in the whole. Oh my god, I hate my mom. Oh my god, my mom is the fucking worst. No, even though they might stress you out, you might be watching a movie in your room, then all of a sudden they open your door without even. It's unlocked. You may enter. They don't knock at all. They just go right in. Can you blame them? They do own the house that you live in. So for you to, excuse my French, so for you to bitch and moan, that is unwarranted BS. But yeah, I do get it. If you're doing an online game, if you're doing if a guy is doing Modern Warfare, and you're online with your friends, with the headset, yada yada yada, wireless controller, the whole 9 yards. Then your mom walks in, you're saying bad language, and then all of a sudden your mom is yelling at you. I wouldn't hate them for that. Don't more give up on on the love that they give you. Never giving up on your mom or dad. Don't make it be your mom or your dad. just at random when you're doing a video game, you're doing zombies, you're shooting zombies left and right. All of a sudden, your mom walks in vacuuming. I'm in your Dags. Excuse me. I'm in your dad. Sorry, that's full of the hat. Now back to your regularly scheduled program. Then your mom and dad just walk in. I got mom is vacuuming and your dad is doing God knows what, asking you to go to the movies. Help him work on the car, run some errands, and you couldn't give two shits about hanging out with them. Then that's understandable. When you get older, you don't want to hang out with your mom and dad, or your siblings, but believe me, we'll get into siblings at the end of the show. Believe you me. I'm not gonna say stories, but holy cow, do I got some experience on that subject. But you should never give up on them, because they're gonna love you no matter what, unless you do something completely stupid break the law, or then by break the law I mean rob someone, beat someone up, shoot somebody, and they accidentally, yeah, that was a little dark, but I stand by it. That would be the only way your mom and dad give up on you. You shouldn't give up on them, because they're gonna love you unconditionally, no matter what. I mean, both of them brought you into this world. Well, actually, your mom brought you into the world more than your dad, but I'm not gonna get into that. That is a little too R-rated health class sort of a deal. And if you are a viewer who's in junior high and is watching this and has no idea what the hell I'm talking about, focus in health class, because odds are you are gonna know or learn about the miracle of birth. Your mom basically did 99% of the work, didn't bring you into the world, and your dad was just a little helper. Your dad was a bit of an assistant. In that, his dealing didn't mean jack diddly squat, but he had a hand, in a matter of speaking, in making you, but your mom did a majority of the work, bringing you in to the world, or out in the world, if you want to be technical, but that's the only semi-graphic thing I'm gonna get you on that subject. So yeah, you shouldn't give up on your family, just because they annoy the ever-loving hell out of you. Moms, dads, aunts, uncles. You might have that goofy uncle who spends all day just making an ass out of himself. Then you're like, oh my god, he's 63 and he hasn't grown up yet. Why hasn't my aunt left him? No, well, you could say that in your head, but saying that out loud during Thanksgiving dinner, that's like giving a baby a loaded gun. Horrible idea. But yeah, there's so many different factors on how moms, dads, your aunt saying I got your mom, your aunt, then your grandmother, or any of your female I got cousins, if you have any, dar up your behind, because you're damn near 30 years old or over 30, then you don't have the wife and or husband, depending on your gender and sexuality. I got you're not married, you don't have like a children, then they're gonna get, especially your mom is gonna get on your ass. Dawn, when are you giving me grandchildren? That has been happening since the beginning of time. Come on, do you think when Jesus was alive, the Virgin Mary didn't get on his ass about not being a grandmother? I'm still on the fence that the Virgin Mary was the mother. I.e. virgin, but let's not get all biblical dumb on that, because I really don't want to. But yeah, don't you think Jesus and the Virgin Mary had some arguments on that? When you give me grandchildren, when are you gonna find a nice girl? Love Mary, yada yada yada. Obviously, as history shows, and in the Bible, things didn't work out well for our friend Jesus. Like whoever believes in him, whoever believes in Jesus, we all know how that ended. But sorry that I did like this. Like, that's not me being dark. Like, I believe in God and Jesus as much as the next guy. I don't say, like, I do say things that might be against the Bible, but like, I'm a God-fearing man, damn it. But, anywho. Yeah. Mothers and sons. Mothers and daughters. Fathers and sons. Mothers and daughters. They have the same arguments, like, when you're adult. I am 28. Alright? Still single. If anyone was ever wondering. And in the last year, 2 of my friends have gotten married to now they have newborns. Both of them incidentally are girls, incidentally. I'm not gonna indulge their names, but one of my friends recently gave birth to her daughter. Big congratulations, to her. I'm not gonna say their names due to privacy reasons. Then that I've known both friends for a little over for almost 25 years. Then I respect the hell out of them. So I'm not going to reveal their names, their spouse's name, or their daughter's names. Out of respect, but if when I send you guys this episode, just know that I love you guys to death. Then I hope both of your families, both of your daughters, like, I'm happy and healthy, then enjoying their lives on this big blue marble so far. But yeah, like, then an argument can happen like so quickly, like Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. Like, we've seen family arguments. I almost effed up again. Then shows like Full House, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Family Ties, All in the Family, what the hell, The Wonder Years, even, Seinfeld, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Boy Meets World, That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, Victorious, iCarly. Between family members not agreeing what the other one is saying, but that doesn't mean you should give up on them. Hey, how many times in Hannah Montana has Miley had an argument with her dad, and by the end of the episode, they're like this? Yeah, that's a show, but it's basically the same spiel. Father and daughter have an argument. Someone in the middle who has like an unbiased opinion makes them realize they're being idiots, and they make up. But we also see them in like drama shows and I don't know, like horror movies even, like Dumb and Away. Not that many, but still. But I love my family, even though they can really get under my skin. But dude, here's a set of family members who you should never give up on. Doesn't matter like how annoying or how unusual or unusual, etc., they may be. Your grandparents, grandma and grandpa, aren't they fun? They give you things during the holidays. They spoil the hell out of you whenever they visit. Unless they have Alzheimer's and dementia, then you basically have to basically reintroduce yourself every time they come over. Then they might ring the bell and they're like, whose house am I at? But Amelia, gotta love the elderly. Especially your grandma and grandfather because here's the thing. I'm about never giving up on your grandma and grandpa. They have embarrassing stories of your mom and or your dad that you have no knowledge of. So, like, if it could be, like, if your dad was in the talent show, he was going to be a magician, then he walks on the stage, looks at the audience, freezes up, then completely and utterly wets himself. And your dad has held this, like, this little secret, embarrassing nugget of knowledge, like, in his head for about 30, 40 years. And then, like, you just ask either your dad's mom or your dad's father, has anything embarrassing happened to the dad when he was younger? Then they will just give you like an entire book. You can some grandma and grandpas, they can give you so many embarrassing stories. You can write a book on like how big of a dunce was my dad, or how big of a moron was my mother, like. Like, everyone growing up has had the embarrassing moments in their life, like your mom. Your grandmother reveals that your mom asked out a boy the day before the big dance. Then he rejected her, and she just ran home and just destroyed her whole room for no good reason whatsoever. Like, these can be like so. They can be something as minuscule as when you were 3, when you visited Santa, and you wet yourself sitting on Santa's lap, or the other thing. You either wet yourself, or you actually dutied yourself while you were sitting on Santa's lap, because, I don't know, you were so emotional, or you didn't know who this fat guy with a big white beard was. I don't know, but you can get stories from your grandma and grandpa. Well, if their memory is intact, like, holy cow. My grandmother, I hope my mom is watching this right now, damn it, because this is going to be on her and how good her memory is. Then somewhat of the opposite. I won't get into specific details. Don't mention it at all. Love you, Mom. But my grandmother, my mom's mother, she had a memory like a steel trap. Like, once information got into this old lady's head, it never came out. Like, literally, I remember when she was around, like, 87, 88 years old. This was, like, years ago. This was, like, 5, 6, 7 years ago, when she was, like, in her mid to the late 80s. Then she could literally give you a 30-minute to a 45-minute story on how, on something that happened to her when she was 4. What? Sorry if I blew your eardrums. My grandmother, God rest her soul, because she sadly left us a few years ago. Then I've never forgotten about her, but literally, my grandmother, my mom's mom, she can literally give you a 45-minute story about something that happened to her 80 years ago. I can barely remember what happened this morning or yesterday, or the other day. I can barely remember last week. Then this old crone, and I'm saying that in the most loving way. Hope you don't haunt me, Granny. She can remember something from 80 years ago. Then it would just baffle my mom, both of my aunts, then my cousin, then everyone around her, because we could not believe, like, how good her memory was. And I never gave up on her, because yes, she did get under some of the members of her family's skin, but that happens with every family member, especially when you get older, when you're in your 80s. You might accidentally get under the skin, or you do it intentional. But more likely, it's unintentional. Then I actually want to show you guys something that has been in my family for like 60 years. This like little dog statue that I have on my desk here. It was in my it was in my grandmother's house for about 60 years, until she eventually sold her house and she gave it to me. I call him Buddy. You could oh jeez, this is heavy actually, but this dog has been in my family for about 70 years. Then I never regretted the the taking the ownership of this dog statue, because whenever I look at it, I always remember what sort of individual my grandmother was, and I'll never forget about her. But yeah, like, she got under people's skin through no fault of her own. You gotta blame the age on this thing. You gotta blame old age. That doesn't mean, like, just because they make you mad doesn't mean you shouldn't give up on them. Like, especially when they're in their 80s. Like, you don't know whether or not one day they're gonna leave your house, and then the week later you're gonna hear Tumbo, they're gone. Never do that. But come on, aunts and uncles, they also spoil you. But come on, everyone has an eccentric uncle, or they ditzy as hell aunt. I don't have that. I'm lucky enough I did not have the, like, goofy ass uncle or the moronic aunt. I have very fun loving family. And like any other family, like, oh, we do get under each other's skin, but, well, like I said, that goes without saying. But that doesn't mean they'll ever give up on them. But yeah, like, then the main family member you should never give up on is your sibling. Then the word sibling has the whole bunch of words in front of it. As in your full sibling. Meaning that you have the same mom and dad. Step siblings, where where your mom and or dad get divorced, they marry somebody else, then you wind up getting either the new stepbrother, stepsister, or more than one. So you get either a whole bunch of stepbrothers, a whole bunch of stepsisters, a brother and a sister. Then you can actually have half siblings. You might be wondering, what the hell is a half sibling? Well, I'm a half sibling is that, let's say you have the same mom, but you have a different dad. Or you have the same dad, then you have a different mother. And also you have the ever so popular, the adopted and or foster siblings. I think adopted and foster siblings are two different. Because if you have a foster sibling, that just means they're living with you, but they're not officially a member of your family, because either they haven't adopted them yet, or they never will, unfortunately, happen. But then adopted sibling is like, have you seen this happen in, like, shows, then shiz, where, like, you might have a friend who was abandoned by their mother and father so suddenly when they were in junior high. Then you decide to basically foster them, and eventually you adopt them. Like, basically, if you want to know more about adopted siblings, you can search various websites on if you are married, then you are not adopting can be so much, but that's for a completely different episode. But yes, you can have a full sibling, a step sibling, a half sibling, a foster sibling, or an adopted sibling, or a brother and sister, a stepsister and a stepbrother and stepsister, then adopted brother or an adopted sister, or a foster brother and foster sister, then or the half sister, then half brother. Doesn't matter what sort of a sibling you have, you shouldn't give up on them. Like, especially when they're younger, and they accidentally break something of yours. Like, I've had instances where, my brother would be just balls to the walls nuts, and, he was hyper. Like, yeah, I thought I hated him for it. It just got on my nerves, when I was growing up, but now that we're both adults, then the fact that we live in different houses, I moved out. Moved out, and he, not gonna get into that, but I moved out. Then now I live in a house. Then he still lives with my mom and dad. Still getting his adult bearings because he's 3 years younger than me. Then he does work near where he lives, so that's easy. So that's probably a factor. And hey, there is nothing wrong with like you being in your early to late 20s, then still living with your mom and dad. It's when you hit your 30s and 40s and you're still living with them and you're not married, that's where you just hike up a red flag right there. The only reason if a man in his 40s is living with his mom and dad is if he just got divorced and he had no other place to go. Here's a good example. Robert Barone, from Everybody Loves Raymond. Like, him and his wife got divorced, actually. Like, his wife, Joanne. That was a Doris Roberts reference of what she did in an episode. Go watch it. But, Robert's wife dumped him, and he had to move in with his mom and dad, Marie and Frank. Then he lived there for like a majority of the series, which is very frightening. But yeah, like siblings may get under your skin. They might just, oh my god, they might bully you. They might bully you growing up. They might make fun of you, slap you in the back of the head as you're walking down the hall. As soon as you're about to go in the bathroom, they swoop in like a freaking ninja and go, sorry. Haha, sorry. No. The only validation, the only valid saying you could say is like, you suck. But that doesn't mean you should hate them or give up on them, because even when you're an adult, um, does siblings, doesn't matter which one, like full, step, half, adopted, foster, yada yada yada. Siblings you have, there are gonna be arguments. When you're older, then they are gonna reveal a lot of more adult oriented subjects that I am not allowed to indulge in this show, because I do want to have this show to be mildly family friendly. Then I won't indulge on the subjects that siblings have when they're adults, but they are basically R rated subjects that if anyone like who's like in their late 20s, they know what I'm saying. But like, all in all, we are at the end of the episode here. But all in all, I'm saying, like, no matter how much a family member might stress you out, never give up on them. Like, they're here. They're going to be there for the rest of your life, especially if they're the younger sibling. They're going to have you back forever. Then love your mom and your dad because they brought you into this world, and you know the old saying, I brought you into this world and I can just as easily take you out of it. Then any other family relative you have, yeah, they might get under your skin. They might have done something horribly wrong, but don't give up on them. Like, I've never given up on any of my family members. I might be lying, but I'm not gonna indulge any information. If I have given up on a set of family members, do not ask me about it. Because I will never give you that answer. Then for my privacy, don't annoy me with it. Like, if I've ever given up on any members of my family because of something they did, please don't. I like everyone to respect my like a privacy on that. Then I hope everything in this episode helps everyone gets through the hard times of being in a family, a good family, a bad family, or a family from hell. Then if you ever feel like you're stressed about someone in your family just getting under your skin, do not hesitate to watch this episode back, because it's a hell of an episode. Then it really digs down how deep the love for one's family will go. Then with that, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like comment, subscribe. Obviously subscribe because I want to do like a subscription goal. I want to be at least that almost 500 subscribers by the end of the year, or by the end of January. Let's shoot for the end of January. 500 subscribers. Let's get it. I know you guys are going to be able to do it. Then also, if you can also share this on your various social medias, especially Instagram. As an Instagram reel, or if there's an Instagram story or post, I I give you permission to basically share any section of any episode of this show. This is now, I believe, episode 7. Then, any of these 7 episodes you want to share on Instagram, you have 100% my permission to do so. Then also, if you do tag me in it, on my Instagram, is down in my link tree. Just hit the link tree link, then it will bring you. It will show my Instagram bar. Then just hit it, follow, and tag me in anything that involves this show or any of my reaction videos. Then I will see all of you guys who are hopefully happy and healthy, then are just loving the world in the next episode of Never Give Up. Bye, guys.